G'day again everyone, welcome back. So you've gone through the steps of worked out where you're going to trap. The stockland, you should have a permit, private, permission, your own land, then do whatever you want. If it's your parents' land, make sure you've asked them if you're a young aspiring possum trapper, and make sure that you're not going to go and catch your mum's cat or dog or whatever. You have got the traps you require to meet your needs. You've got the right amount of traps that you're going to need to, at least to start off with. You've got the equipment you're going to need: hammer, staples, flagging tape, GPS if you need it. You might even want to, have a diary and a pencil pen so you can keep track of what you catch in a day, especially if you're doing big numbers and stuff. It can get quite tedious trying to remember how many you've caught and that sort of thing. And so you've got everything you need. Next thing is going to be lures. Now it's pretty simple. Your base is going to be flour, icing sugar. I generally I'll get a 10-20 litre bucket or whatever, chuck 1 or 2 bags of flour in. I might chuck a bag of flour in, like a 5 kilo bag of flour, and then I'll chuck a bag of icing sugar, about a half kilo bag of icing sugar, mix that up, and then I'll chuck another 5 kilo bag of flour on top, and another half kilo bag of icing sugar on top of that, mix that up. The icing sugar acts not only as a bit of a smell, sweetness sort of thing, but it also is really white when you put it on your tree, so possums see that if it's near a run, and then the flour just helps it stick. Then you can add essence or different powders or whatever. A lot of guys use aniseed, which is good, but it's expensive. I tend to use raspberry essence more because it's very cheap. You go into Pack and Save and I think it's about $1.50 for a little tiny bottle, and you only need like a capful for about a bloody 20 litre bucket, and you just chuck that in, mix it all up, and then you leave it for about a week, and the smell goes all through your lure. Another one I've used, curry powder, that works. Rum essence, that works. Vanilla essence isn't quite as good, but it will work. It really just comes down to experimenting. If you've got a lot of possum sign in the area, flour and icing sugar will do the job if you trap on their runs. So yeah, that just all comes down to whatever you want to do. You can even use peanut butter or whatever on the trees. It really, I think a lot of the time to start off with, it's more something different to the possum they're not used to, and they're really inquisitive and come in for a look. So when you start catching a few after a while and possums start realising that, oh shit, don't go near that smell because my mates are going missing, you want to change lures or whatever, or scents in your lures. But yeah, anyway, that really covers that. It's fairly basic. All really comes down to experimenting, and certain areas, certain things might work better. Yeah, generally I've only ever really trapped in the lower North Island, like Wairarapa area, so everything seems to work down here that I've tried. But different areas, different things might work better, and yeah. So like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.